Say it, Manny.
He really does look like Debo in this picture, especially with the eye.
Got one slightly closed on.
Yeah. Like, that is pure happiness. It looked like he's won in this current picture. Like, it literally looks like he's won that title.
Most a bit excited prematurely.
Yeah, if he doesn't win next week, I'm sure it's an embarrassment. Like,
well, the last person to do this was AJ.
What? Be all happy?
Well, he held up the title. He was all happy about it. He didn't win at TLC.
That's terrible. So sad. I like that someone's like, "Oh, almost is the champion." No, don't don't mix your black people like that. That's not Omos.
Well, no one was gonna do a Michael Cole from last week. We're calling Biggie Apollo. See, this was the other option for thumbnail.
You mean a real champion? Manny, you should have used the face he made when they were making the match between Braun Strowman and him. Hey, this guy have a triple threat match, and he just had that dejected look of, "What are you fucking doing to me?" He's champion for like 1 day.
He did look like he shit himself.
Yeah, like, oh, this has gotten worse. All the big guys are back.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey. Oh, check out the Marcus Head, man. He should.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Hey.
So obviously, stressful day. Didn't plan any clickbait. So this is just gonna have to do. But I just want to draw your attention to this, fellas.
Yes.
This photo still exists. Never has a man looked so angry at a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really still want that platter. That cheese platter looks delicious.
I miss the old 99 Triple H backstage platters that are massive. Cucumber sticks and carrots and hummus out the ears everywhere.
I swear to God, he never took one bite of those.
No, he didn't.
Never
I was
seen
there
him,
for
like,
X-Pac when we had the
anything.
munchies.
Yeah. Oh, DX is here. They're stolen his shit. Straight off the
snacks
DX
out.
Express. Yeah, straight off the DX Express. They're just like, fuck, I need to eat.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, and we're joined by our recurring guest host, Mr. Ross Bell.
Hello.
How you doing, Ross?
I'm good. I'm better than Manny anyway. I'm having a better day today.
We weren't going to bring this up.
Right. I'll still have a better day, regardless.
But-
no one needs to know why.
But fuck them pikeys. I hope they find you and kill you.
Call Batman. Call Batman to handle this. Yeah. London Batman.
So let's kick it in today's show. Elimination Chamber happened over the weekend. How did we feel about the initial pay-per-view?
Going into it, I wasn't massively excited, but coming out of it, I was pleasantly surprised, actually.
That's what I got out of it.
Yeah, that's what, I prefer when the WWE or any wrestling show decides to go short on their pay-per-views. When it was a nice, just crisp 2 hours and some change, maybe. And it just went, and when they got to the second elimination chamber, I was like, this is it. They're not going to give us Lacey and Asuka in the main event. This is it, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this. So I like how quick it went. There was nothing that I could say that was completely bad on the show. It was a good show. It was a nice Sunday evening for me, and I was like, that was nice. You know what? I came out feeling better after that one. Endless possibilities.
So I woke up and kind of accidentally spoiled the entire show for myself.
What'd you do? Go to spoilers.com?
Yeah, www.mannyneedsspoilers.com. my homepage. I make the spoilers and look at them myself for my personal viewing.
Yeah, and they get mad about it. Manny, you time travel just to spoil yourself.
Well, isn't that how the internet works these days? So,
It is.
so
It was everything.
So I initially woke up to the comment. Marcus commented on it. So normally when Marcus is live on Facebook, I normally get an updated feed when I wake up of what's Marcus been up to on Facebook. So normally it's like various trolling on various different wrestling like groups. But then it was the one we're always in. It's called the Mid-Card Mess, and it was very much a topic of Cesaro was buried in the Elimination Chamber. So I'm going into the first match and I'm watching it. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, where is he being buried? Because I've never seen a man look so strong in my life.
He had a fantastic showing all the way through the match. Just because he didn't win.
Yeah, they decided that Cesaro was buried because he didn't win. I guess people went in with expectations that Cesaro was not only going to win the Elimination Chamber, but beat Roman Reigns and become champion.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have that expectation at all. Like, I was like, he did what I thought he would do. He ended up in the final, 2?
Yeah.
Was he in the last 2?
No, final 3.
No, 3, yeah. It
Final
was Jay.
3.
Final 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was Jay Uso, yeah. And he had a bare showing than Randy Orton, who just rolled up and pinned at the start the night. And no one's talking about he's buried. And I'm like, that was fine. I had no problem with it. I didn't think there was going to be anything about it, so I went online. It was like, Cesaro buried? What? And people were upset.
Well, let's run that back. So if he actually won, and then because we knew from the direction that it happened on SmackDown, it was going to be Edge leading into Roman. It was very obvious. And then it's also obvious that Cesaro is going into a program with Seth. So if Cesaro won this and then just suddenly lost to Roman Reigns, he's lost all steam. Yeah. And then with Edge spearing Roman at the end of this, afterthought. That I would consider would more have been a burial.
Yeah, that would have been the equivalent of Shinsuke after he won the gauntlet on SmackDown. And then who came out? Adam Pearce came out.
Yes, yeah.
And then Roman just beat him, and they went to whatever program that was in. And Shinsuke hasn't been in the title scene since. That would have been more of a crime. That would have been the exact same thing. What would have happened to Cesaro? And they avoided that by just having Daniel Bryan have a glimmer of hope by almost tapping out the chair. Like, it was a glimmer. It was just like, oh, he did that. No one believed Roman was tapping. So,
I don't know, when he first put it on, I was like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah, no.
You just got fooled by the Michael Cole excitement.
Yeah, I did. He drew me in.
Michael Cole was like, oh, he got him. He's gonna tap. Roman's coming here weak.
I have Roman just peeling his hands apart. They're like, no, I'm not having this.
Not today.
He's got the golden gauntlet now, so
yeah,
he's more powerful than the normal gauntlet he wears.
Wonder Woman's gold bracelet.
Now, Ross, I have a question. How did you feel about that format of what I'm gonna call the Edge Challenge, which how Edge cashed in on Cena and they have a match after the Chamber? Do you think that's something they should keep? Or it's something that was unnecessary, or would you rather see the match?
Before the match, the ring announcer announced that the winner would face Roman Reigns tonight. I didn't realise it would be like immediately after, but it plays perfectly with Roman's character, doesn't it? Like, I'm going to come in, I'm going to destroy this guy, and I'm going to leave. I'm going to do my work for tonight in a minute and 32 seconds, and I'm done. That's it. Night's work over.
Yeah, this Roman is really a fan of low-hanging fruit. As he's only wanted to pick his opponents, and every time he wasn't able to pick, he's extremely upset and tries to kill people.
That's what good heel champions do.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just good heel work to add to it, and it's a good contrast to Edge, who is grinding his way back into just the championship picture coming back, and I thought it was a good contrast, and I look forward to their promos and match coming up.
I don't know, the Edge thing, I don't know. I don't want Edge against Roman, though. There's no way Edge wins, is there? Roman surely has to beat him.
I don't know. This is one of those things I think can go either way. It could go either way.
That was the thing I brought up. The problem with Edge is
you can't even lose. You can't even lose after this massive comeback.
Yeah, you can't. He's going to have to win somehow, or it's going to be a really janky finish, and Edge is going to have that thing where it's like you didn't beat me kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it either way. I mean, Edge maybe just be like he said he's full time, but he could just be part time. He can come in, he can lose, and be like, "Damn, I lost," to an respectable. But then Roman, with disrespect. Roman's like fighting KO like 80,000 times anyway.
Yeah.
I can see them rematch it up at Backlash 2 weeks later. I don't know when Backlash is happening, but I always feel like it's 2 weeks later.
Probably a couple of days after.
Fantasy booking. Does Roman recruit Nia?
Be his enforcer.
And then send her to NXT to take out Beth.
I feel like why don't he just show himself?
You really want to see him spear Beth?
I don't know. That KO storyline got pretty personal. We wouldn't put it past him at the minute.
Yeah. I mean, Randy Orton already RKO'd her.
Yeah.
She's proven she can take a punch.
So RJ Wrestling says we'll see Edge and Christian versus Roman Reigns and Jey Uso at Fastlane. I don't even want to see that.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
I've got no interest in that at all.
No, that is definitely happening. That is something I called tonight. I was like, what makes the most sense? Jey Uso and Roman against Edge. They return. I would rather see the Usos versus Edge and Christian. Yeah, but I don't know when. We don't know when Jimmy's coming back.
Where is Jimmy?
Jimmy is healthy. I feel like he's healthy, but he's like, my brother's having the best run of his career.
Is Jimmy DUI boy, the one that's married to Naomi?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That explains a little bit then why he's not around.
He's a slightly thick. He's a slightly thicker Uso.
Yeah.
He's just fat now. It's like, they don't even look alike. He's let himself completely go.
So comparing. Go on, Ross.
So I can say this is the first wrestling I've watched with my wife for a long, long time. She's watched me all the time, but she absolutely fell in love with Sami Zayn and his character in this, and his chatting all the way through the chamber match.
Yeah, he was great.
Oh, not me.
Not me.
When he turns around and Cesaro's in the pod with him, that's superb.
Yeah. That they opened both sides and he didn't realize it.
The best one was KO when it opened on Corbin. It's like, not him, he's the worst one. The total disrespect.
Yeah, poor Corbin.
By the way, shout out to Corbin, who I thought looked really good in the match too. I don't know. Lately Corbin is he's growing on me, or he's getting better. I don't know what it is, but he's really good.
I feel like it's underrated. I feel like he's underrated because how much he's been pushed down everyone's throats.
Yeah. I've always liked him, but he needs to lose this King gimmick. It's not a thing someone should have these days.
Well, this is his second year as King. I feel like they're due in another tournament.
Another King of the Ring at some point.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the Raw Elimination Chamber. What I felt was, given what I know now, it should have ended the show. However, I still feel like that SmackDown Chamber should have been the one because it had more to it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
The storyline with this is the Raw Champions, isn't it? That was it, basically.
Yeah. Like the SmackDown one it was, to me, I call it the Ring of Honor Classic of 2008, in which they basically had every Ring of Honor wrestler other than Jey Uso in the match. And I was like, this is a throwback. I've enjoyed all of this. And the Raw guys, I was intrigued with it. I thought the almost opening up for AJ, and I thought AJ getting some sneaky. I thought he was gonna get a sneaky pin, but it didn't work out for him. But I don't know. I enjoyed both chambers equally. I think.
I didn't care as much about the Raw one because I didn't really care who won. Like, I like Drew, but I'm not massively invested in him, and like the rest of the guys are all great, but SmackDown's where it's at, and Raw's just kind of spinning its wheels a little bit.
Yeah.
Ross, are you with me now that Drew McIntyre's gone back to being Scottish and not British again?
Yes. He's very much a Scot now. He's not champion. He's lost it.
See, no one understood. The American didn't get that, but we get that.
You explained it to me, and now I get it. I was like, damn.
It's like Britain's Andy Murray when he's Wimbledon champion, but Scotland's Andy Murray when he loses.
It's exactly what happens. And Yeah, and then there wasn't much story. Like everyone in the SmackDown kind of had stories going between each other.
Yeah.
Whereas Raw, there wasn't anything other than AJ was the only one that kind of was made to look strong going into this chamber, coming off the Royal Rumble run as well. Because it was almost like he was the guy that everyone had to go through to get into the Rumble and then almost to get into the chamber almost.
Yeah, because Hardy's been feuding with Elias. Kofi's been teaming with Woods to face the tag team things. Orton's facing
The
Fiend.
things.
And you got Sheamus and Drew.
Dying Retribution.
Yeah.
Dying Retribution.
Yeah, those
I
guys.
thought was done this week. But they need their match with Reckoning. They need their match with Reckoning. That's what I'm saying.
They
That's
really
what we're
don't.
fighting to.
Don't give Woods what he wants.
Yeah, there was no story there. It wasn't as exciting. I really enjoyed the after match though. I'm a big fan of this.
Yeah.
Big fan of The Miz.
Yeah,
All right.
I think he's been fantastic.
Really? Because I need
Hold on. You gotta say it like 8 times if you're doing a Miz.
No. So we all remember his talking smack thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think till last week I've ever seen that person return.
Yeah, that's it. We know he's got it in him, but I think he's very much a company man and does what they want him to do. Like, he's been fine with Morrison, but Morrison should have been on his own, I think, rather than teamed with Miz this whole time.
Well, I think Morrison has more to offer to the people down at NXT than being on the main roster. Because I don't need to see him be champion or anything, but I can see him getting people to that level where they're ready. Like what he was doing in ECW 10 years ago, where they were building something to these are our future stars kind of thing.
Well, he's currently Alex Riley right now. Like when I saw them in the ring together, I went. But now Morrison
just to point out,
back in 2010.
A-Rye's back.
Just to point out, A-Rye had one of the best entrance themes ever. If you don't remember it, go back on YouTube and play it. Not now, later.
No, abuse. Abuse.
Why are people checking out this A-Rye theme track?
But I agree. I was happy that the Miz cashed in. I enjoyed the mix of like I enjoyed they telegraphed that the Miz was gonna win, but I also hated it that because they showed MVP talking to Miz in the back. I was like, that's it. There's the end of that. And then in the chamber package, they were also saying like, or I can cash in. And I was like, this could have all just been surprised and going like, oh shit, he cashed in tonight. But
yeah.
When I saw that bit where the Miz was talking to MVP at the back, I was just like, "This is a bad Monopoly deal waiting to happen."
I told you it was one of those deals where somebody could get shot at the end of this because it didn't seem like nothing was in writing, and I lie, bang, give my man a shot.
They're never finding that body.
And then obviously, we've got a new US champion with Matt Riddle. I believe that. Whoever was going to be the third person was always going to be the one to take the fall. I believe Keith Lee, if he was in that match, was going to take the fall just to keep the momentum of Bobby Lashley that he's been on for a very long time.
Yeah, it was clear in that match.
Yeah, I've caught what you've given.
Yeah, it's spread internationally. I'm not even a super spread. I'm an international super spreader. I was over in the UK earlier, Manny. Just coughing up shit. Yeah, I thought them taking out Keith Lee was right, a wise decision. It was clear they had plans with Bobby Lashley for a while, it seems like, and that his goal to becoming the heavyweight champion, they had as soon as he lost the title, MVP talking and all of this, and just this build-up of Lashley, it seems like they've had this plan for about a month or so. Essentially alone that they were going to make him the either the champion or the contender for Drew. But people keep saying it's Drew and Lashley fight at WrestleMania, but I'm like, we got that at Extreme Rules or one of these pay-per-views last year.
Yeah.
Just don't forget, it's highly likely the Beast might return. But
yep.
I don't want Brock versus Bobby though.
I know
I want
most
it.
people
I
wouldn't,
need it.
but there's a good few people, and I know Vince would probably want it because Vince likes big men bumping you.
I know
Yes,
you
man.
guys may not want this, and a few people. I've wanted a few. I've needed this my whole life. I needed this match my whole life, and I know Bobby's gonna lose, and I'm gonna hate it, and the match is probably not gonna be that good. But I've needed this my whole life. They've just seemed like they had these parallel careers of. I wrestled a little bit when I was young. Then I went to MMA and moonlighted wrestling. And then I came back. And then I married Lana. This is completely different.
Yeah, remember that?
Lesnar hasn't did that yet, but consider Lana Sable, and you got the same thing. They just live parallel lives. I'm saying they can do. They can have. I think I need to see it. It's blockbuster for me. I think if you put that on a poster, people go, "Ooh, I think I need to see that." It's WrestleMania worthy.
Yeah, it is a WrestleMania match. I just don't want to see it.
So was there anything else on Extreme Rules, Elimination Chamber that you want to talk
Extreme
about?
Elimination Chamber.
I'm discombobulated.
No, not really. I turned off when Nara and Shayna came out.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
that
hell.
match did happen.
Yeah, I can't stand watching her. She's so bad.
Well, let's move into Raw, where Shayna clearly had Nia rub off on her, where she booted the tooth out of Asuka's face.
Manny, I know that Nia was not directly involved with this, but I am taking the chart of our Nia Jax incident chart and back to zero. Somehow she was involved in this match and someone lost a tooth, therefore Nia's to blame.
I saw the
Nia probably
headline.
loosened the tooth.
I
Nia
saw the
probably
headline on
loosened the tooth.
ODQ first. It's like Asuka injured in a match with tag team champions. All right, okay, what's Nia done now?
I know, right? Oh no, Asuka's tooth. Nia Jax did what? No, she wasn't. It's not her fault. Shayna's dangerous. Oh, okay,
Yeah, she's
fine.
fair play to her though. She immediately checked on Asuka and she dived down and made sure she was all right.
Yeah.
But that's
Nia
the
never
result
does
of a 40-year-old woman realizing she's just done something wrong.
Well, technically, there's two 40-year-old women. They're both 40. I think they're both 40 at this point. And kicked each other in the mouth. So, Nia's not at blame, but, you know, what do you guys think of? I know this is not in order, but what do you think of the aftermath of the match of Charlotte yelling at her father, telling him to finally go home?
That was cold.
Yeah, it was.
She was right!
I'm not even a father. I'm not even a father, but I felt that. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. I am a dad. That stung.
I enjoyed it for not only how painful it was, but the retconning of the baby and Ric Flair's involvement with Lacey. Like, it was really well done. I thought Charlotte did a good job of just being like, get the fuck out of here, Dad.
Yeah.
And Rick going, I love you, please. I was just trying to, you know, do something. Get the fuck, go home. Go home, Rick. Go home. Had enough. But I thought the whole retconning and fixing this storyline of Lacey being pregnant and ending it, and the fact that Asuka was done with Charlotte, like, bitch, get your shit together. Like, nobody said, I lost a tooth. I lost a tooth.
Is
And
Eric
when
doing
you have-
whiteface again?
Not this time.
I
Not
got my
this time.
sunglasses. Yeah, I have to find sunglasses.
He's not blind. He can see. This is what
Thing
happens
is-
when Eric goes to the eye doctor. He's like, oh, I'm white. I didn't see that coming.
He becomes Ross.
I'm white and I slimmed down gradually. My eyes really were messed up.
He becomes Ross and starts talking with a Midlands accent. It is Midlands, right?
That's where I was born, yeah, but I live in the South Coast now. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So let's kick off with the actual opening of Raw, which was Miz TV, where let's cut out all the bullshit. MVP comes out and starts cashing on this deal, and then Bobby Lashley gives him an ultimatum. The last time we got an ultimatum was Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, where there was a nice timer that went on for ages. Countdown to decision. Where
Yeah, go ahead.
where Murphy had to choose between the young Mysterio or Seth.
I feel like Young Mysterio's winning every single time from Buddy Murphy.
Oh, that's going to be an awful TV series in a couple of years, isn't it? Young Mysterio.
The life of Rey Mysterio is going to be on Telemundo. Everybody's gonna watch it. Young Mysterio, I'm Ray. I'm running for president. Mexico, El Presidente. That's what they're gonna call me.
Oh, do you know what? And then if what is it, Young Rock?
Yeah.
If those universes interlinked, president versus president, oh come on.
Battle for the ages.
Yeah, that's World War III, man.
Yeah, but they'd have an actual fight. If Ray wins, the border opens.
What's the rocket? He just keeps the border closed. Ray's still coming. Ray's not gonna stop.
Imagine if
Wait,
Rocksworthy
wait,
saw he was a massive Republican. Worse than Trump.
I believe he was a Republican at one point, but then I think he went back when he went to Hollywood or something.
Yeah, I think he left Vince's control, didn't he, and became a Democrat.
Yeah, I was like, hey guys, nah, I'm free. What were we talking?
Miss
So,
TV.
The Miss
Yeah,
TV. Let's talk about the whole thing because let's go back. Let's go an hour forward as well. So when the decision had to be made.
Yeah. So I enjoy the countdowns they put up, the ultimatum countdowns. It gives me that anticipation that something's gonna happen. And the fact that the countdown ended, it was like that couldn't have been an hour. No, it's like Raw hasn't been on an hour. He said 1 hour. Raw has not been on an hour. This is the 6 o'clock hour. They should have been more specific.
Okay.
Lashley's bouncing around in his gear, so I'm thinking he's gonna get a shot right there.
If Bobby Lashley tells you an hour,
Yeah, you're coming back before that hour, aren't you?
you're coming back before an hour.
Yeah, half an hour tops.
It's like those. It's like when they did talk about the Patriots team meetings where if you come on time, you're late.
Yeah.
Well, you just said it for this time. No. Everybody needs to be early. So the Miz coming out there is like, just give me one more week, man. Just give me one more week with it, okay? Just give me a moment. For pity's sake, give me one moment with this thing.
Where does Strowman get off? He doesn't deserve a title shot. Get out of here. No one wants to see him.
Yeah, and then he tried to buy into it because he kept bringing up that Universal title reign. But that was one of the worst reigns I've ever seen in my life.
Awful. Yeah.
He was on TV for 90. The only thing I remember him being champion is being interviewed when Jeff Hardy got ran over by Sheamus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
That's my entire Braun Strowman run as champion, to be honest. Don't honestly care.
It was followed by Jeff Hardy screaming, Elias!
Elias! That's my entire Braun Strowman run. He coming in with that weak ass bad credit, trying to get that title out of here. But I do not want Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman. I do not want. That's
I didn't even put two and two together like that. I didn't
He's
even
his new Big Show.
Yeah, this is 2 weeks. This is 2 weeks in a row. He's blamed Shane McMahon for keeping him out, and I'm going like, Shane's been back 2 weeks, and no, don't give me this.
Yeah. Just keep McMahon's away from TV, just permanently from now on, because they don't bring anything anymore.
No. I need to see Vince once in a while just to make sure he's alive.
Check on him.
Let me check him outside. Damn it, Manny, I'm okay. Damn it, I'm okay.
He looks more frail every time he appears on TV, and I was like, oh. Come on,
he's permanently crying these days as well.
Yeah, it's all the makeup he adds to himself. Like when I feel like they do the documentaries and he's just in the back, he seems more alive than when he's out in the ring or anything else. Like when they show him like at Gorilla, he's like, "Hey, how you doing? You know, keep leading, you the man, and all that. Bianca, I love you, and all that." And then like you see him on Raw, he's just like, ugh. Why am I still breathing? I was supposed to die 10 years ago.
When he turns up on TV, he does look like an open casket.
Yeah.
That sounds so harsh.
Yeah. So going back to this, I thought they were going to do the triple threat route, and I was going to be really upset with this because they were like, "Oh, Braun, you beat Bobby Lee, you get to the triple threat." But I was like, "No, keep Bobby strong. Don't have Bobby lose for any reason." And the fact that Bobby did beat Strowman pretty much in impressive fashion, it was like 6 minutes. I was like, you know what? It looked good. I was happy for it. And him almost getting that suplex I was really impressed because I was like, that's a lot to pick up. That was a lot.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
I actually really enjoyed I really enjoyed the whole segment leading up to that because it was just like you're getting the best of Miz, giving you all the facial expressions, looking like he completely shit his pants.
Yeah.
To the best work I feel Bobby Lashley has done. Because I feel like Bobby Lashley always looks like an angry child to me. So
Pairing him with MVP was genius. They've been fantastic together.
Even Bobby's mic work when he was threatening the Miz earlier to him threatening him later and all that. MVP in the background, cobbled as he is.
I still don't believe he knows how to walk on crutches.
No, he doesn't.
There were several times where I felt like he switched arms. Like he was hobbled, but he was like, I can't really do that, but all right. Like him getting into the ring, I felt like was the most athletic thing he's done since his comeback. I was watching him get it, he was like, whoop. I was like, what the hell?
For an injured man.
So Bobby's going to the main event.
Yeah. Do you think he's winning next week?
I believe it, man. I believe he'll win tonight. I believe he's going to win next week. I don't want to see no tomfoolery. I don't want to see no Drew McIntyre or now Scottish Drew McIntyre. I don't want to see any of that. I just want to see Bobby win straight up, beat the Miz, and then we move on into the official road to WrestleMania. But because Fastlane's coming up, there's tomfoolery that's going to happen. God damn it.
And they can't anger the black demographic because it's not Black History Month on Monday. So if they pull the Miz wins, they can't say they did that over Black History Month.
Miz is going to win somehow. Definitely, probably Drew's going to interfere, and then Bobby will just destroy him at Fastlane.
Yep. Manny, do you feel like this Bobby Lashley in the title picture destroys AEW's Lee Johnson's one victory? I don't know. Has their Black History
How is that even comparable? Ross doesn't even watch AEW. But
no.
It would be like
that was the AEW Black History Month moment of the month.
Right.
Because he got there was the one black guy to get that one victory out of 29 losses. And they celebrated like it was the greatest victory of all time.
Oh, God.
Like they won the Super Bowl.
Like, I can't believe it. Adrian, I did it. You won in 29.
I'm surprised there wasn't confetti and everything. I guess NXT took all the confetti.
No, lack of confetti this week. I feel like Miz should have got confetti when he won the title.
He got more pyro than he ever had before in his life.
Did Edge get pyro at Elimination Chamber? Just pointing at the sign?
Just pointing at the sign.
Yeah, what? Did not understand that.
When you got it, you got it. That's all it
true.
is.
For the magic touch.
Ha! Hopefully something happens. Oh, it did?
That's his Undertaker special power. He's never used it before, Tom. No.
You never knew it. Those vampire powers are here. And it's pyro. It's pyro. All that blood is finally coming through me.
So we get John Morrison versus Riddle earlier in the night.
Good match.
I can't really remember much from it. Like, I was speeding through this today. I had the world against me today.
It's all right, Manny.
It was a proper back and forth match. It was really good. Morrison showed what he can still do, and yeah, Riddle is getting better with just more time on TV every week. He's a good position to be in holding that championship. I think it's a good place for that belt to be.
Yeah. I enjoyed the match. Morrison is slower than what he was, but he can still do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Riddle can't have. I feel like he's the perfect wrestler. He's like in the vein, not the perfect wrestler, but he's in the vein of Cesaro and Sheamus, which I don't think they can have like a bad match with people.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like he knows how to carry himself in the ring and makes every match compelling. So I thought it was really good. Morrison is still smooth with some of his like slides and doing that. I'm like, damn, you're like 80 now.
So unfortunately, I do have to talk about this: the New Day versus Retribution.
Oh, I love it.
Talking about burials, these guys were still. I don't even think they've even recovered from their burial on first viewing.
Man, Retribution's been dead out the gate.
Yeah.
They never came out. They were an aborted child from the beginning. From when they were diving off cars throwing bricks through the performance center window to finally showing up, to finally having Mustafa a little life. Mustafa showing up only to lose every single week after. And then you have Mace and Slapjack.
Mace is the worst one. I'm just saying that now. Mace is the worst one. His predator-looking face.
Let me tell you about Mace. Mace is the best one. It's my favorite on Twitter because he adds all that nonsense to it.
Yeah.
But he's so bad in the ring that when he tagged in, that what's it, T-Bar stayed in the ring with him. They did a double T move and then he immediately tagged out. That's how bad Mace is. Like his big tag was to have his partner do all the work and tag out like he did something.
Just like fucking tag. Just come in the ring and do it.
Yeah. Like what a waste of time. But once they break up for Retribution, I could see more of Mace and T-Bar just teaming together being a dominant tag team with T-Bar doing all the work.
I just need to address something in the chat. Lucha Talk said Brandy's reveal of the child sex was the Black History moment of the month for AEW. For that alone, Lucha Talk, you've got a demerit.
It's a proud moment for black people everywhere. That
yeah, nice mixed baby coming to the world, a daughter, and I'm glad. Honestly, if they would have did a race reveal of a baby, I feel like it's more exciting than a gender reveal. Because you never know. You never know who the father could be. Oh, this baby's Asian. Oh, shit.
So it's funny you mentioned the light of Mustafa Ali coming into Retribution. But it very much feels like he's Weekend at Burning the rest of Retribution.
Yeah, yeah, there's nothing there, is there? Just kill it soon.
Yeah, did he not? I thought he was gonna die this episode. I was like, this is the end, guys. He costs him the match. Everybody's looking at him crazy. Just jump him and rip him to shreds, and we can end Retribution tonight. Nope, we're gonna drag this out.
Well, the person that's hurting the most out of this, I think, is Dijak.
Yeah.
Because look how good he was.
Yeah.
Like he's still good as T-Bar. Like his social media game's impeccable, and his in-ring work is still good. But it's just like it's not Dominic Dijakovic. It's this weird.
Yeah. It's Bane.
It's just a Bane knockoff. But you know who's benefiting the most? I have Slapjack benefiting the most. No one cares about Shane Thorne. Whether he's Slapjack or Shane Thorne, he's benefiting the most because he gets to make Monday Night Raw, and no one cares.
He made Monday Night Raw. Remember when MVP cared about white people? When he had Brandon Vink and Shane Thorne for like 3 weeks.
He did. MVP tried. That's his failure. My only failure is
I feel like this is what burnt the trust of MVP with white people. Was that collab with those two Australians?
The Australians have ruined it for everybody.
So later on in the night, the Hurt Business versus the Lucha House Party. How do you feel about this match, Ross?
Yeah, it was all right. I don't know. The Lucha House Parties don't really do anything for me. They're good. They're good wrestlers. They're fun to watch, but they're never going to get anywhere, are they? It was a good match, but yeah, it was largely a waste of time. As watched much of this Raw, to be honest.
There is no one really for the Hurt Business as a tag team to really face at the moment, is there?
Where are the Profits? Are they injured?
No, they're on SmackDown.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder why I haven't seen them on Raw for a while.
Did you not see the Marcus was furious by this, the swapping of the tag belts around the
wait,
draw.
I don't think I was that furious. I wasn't that furious.
I remember now. Yeah.
It was like, oh, we're interchangeable black tag teams. Let's go.
Yes, you were furious by that. I remember.
I was furious. I don't think I was furious about that one. I think I was indifferent. Going like, that was a logical, sensible way to do things. They could have fought to the death and had best 2 out of 3. Winner gets to take whatever title. But nope. They decided to just go the easy route. We're the same characters. Let's swap it out. No one's going to know the difference.
No, Mark couldn't tell, obviously. So yeah,
Ross did not even notice. But
at this point, do you bring someone up for them to face, or do you make a tag team? What happens with that?
I have the tag team, Manny. One, you may not like this, but it's going to be Dijakovic and Mace. It's going to be T-Bar and Mace. Hopefully, D.L. Madden and Dijakovic returns and leaves these stupid names. But
the only Mace I want on Raw is the one that sings "Feel So Good."
You mean that bad boy?
And then Joey Janela comes up.
But that's a team. But Manny, I'm gonna bring up my other point, and Ross, you need to agree with this as well because this is fact.
Wait. We have to agree with it.
You have to agree with this. You have to. There is no question of this. Braun Strowman went out there and pretended like he had a decision, like he had a right to be the number one contender. However, there is only one true number one contender out there, a man that has pinned the WWE Champion within this year, and that's Grandmaster Leak. He should have been challenging for the WWE Championship. He has a clean victory over The Miz. If I've learned anything in wrestling, that means you're the number one contender. You need to come out there and state your claim, Grandmaster Leak.
Hold on. If you're gonna sell me on this man, you gotta give him his real name, the King of the Ropes.
Oh, King of the Ropes. The King of the Ropes is back. People clamor for the King of Strong Style. No, I clamor for the King of the Ropes to be the number one contender. He's the number one contender for the WWE Championship. And he should fight The Miz. Yeah, fight The Miz for the title live on TV.
So Angel Garza faced off against Damian Priest.
Dead.
And I was just happy to see Angel Garza again. They completely dropped his gimmick because there was a few months ago he was just handing flowers around to people.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like going somewhere with that.
Which I thought that was going towards the re-debut of Eva Marie because she was all red, everything. But I feel like they've dropped that, and maybe they're doing that the weird Brock-looking guy that's resurfacing on the internet, that young Brock-looking monster of a man with Eva Marie.
The college football player, yeah. Brock 2, as I call him.
Brock 2. Brock Harder.
Yeah. Brock would have been. This is a trilogy of Brock. Just name him after Die Hard movies. Feel free or Brock Hard.
What another day.
Could you say that was a squash match, or because Garza got some offense in on Priest?
I feel like Garza had too good of a showing.
Yeah.
Someone they forgotten about. I feel like he pushed Priest to almost the limit and almost won the match. Because Priest gave him like his best shot. He kicked out and then beat the shit out of Priest. And the only reason he lost is because he was obsessed with Bad Bunny or Bugs Bunny, depending on who he's talking to.
Am I alone in not liking Damian Priest? I don't really get what he is.
You don't really watch NXT, do you?
No, well, occasionally, yeah, but like on the main roster so far, he's just this guy that hangs around with this other guy who sings occasionally.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of him until maybe early last year, where he had his match with Finn on NXT TakeOver, and then he's been on a incredible tear till he's got to the main roster, and now he's kind of diluted. I feel
he just looks to me like another Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
he's what Vince wanted in Baron Corbin.
Oh, right, okay.
Long hair.
Maybe a girl.
Yeah, he's solid. He had a really good run at the end of NXT, and then they brought him up because he looked just main roster ready right there. He just didn't feel like he fit like in any category because he was like, this is the main roster guy. Why is he here? Just beating up people. And pretty much being Bad Bunny's bodyguard, I don't feel like it's doing him any favors. I wish he was on his own and things worked out. But, maybe it'll work out for him. And I need Andrade to come back, and maybe they can help him Garza, by the way.
Yeah,
just team them up together. At home. Charlotte sent him home, too. Go home, Andrade. It's about me.
It's weird that he's not being used correctly. And I feel bad because, there are other stars on TV that can't really speak English well. English is clearly not their first language. They're still on TV, like Asuka. Well, it's all the Japanese stars, isn't it? But
Andrade could be a legit contender. Like he should be up the top of that card. Like him and Drew had some fantastic wars in NXT, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just the fact that Vince can't sell the story correctly because there's limited speech with Andrade, and it's easily solved by putting him with someone that can speak for him.
Yeah, they
look at Bobby, MVP.
They messed it up with Selena, but
she had an OnlyFans and it was ruined. Her OnlyFans cost Andrade his career.
Just take him on with Charlotte. Go on Charlotte's wife. I'll get him over. She's pushed to the moon every fucking week.
Yeah, he should have came out there and elbowed Ric Flair, and then you go, oh, Andrade's back.
So I need to bring up the voodoo that happened last week with Alexa Bliss.
I love this.
And then obviously Randy Orton saying he doesn't understand why he was eliminated first. Something obviously was going on wrong with him. And then he starts coughing up this black liquid.
Yeah.
Papa Shango's back, boys.
Papa Shango is back.
And he is fucking with Randy Orton for the final time. Revenge, I tell you, revenge. You think you're a legend killer? Try to kill the legend of Papa Shango.
Papa Shango's making a WrestleMania run.
They always bring the legends back. And Papa Shango and Alexa Bliss is the greatest tandem ever.
Oh,
He's going to evolve.
They're going to have a Firefly Funhouse match, aren't they, at Mania? Papa Shango better be in there.
If Papa Shango's in there, it's the greatest Mania of all time. I don't give a damn.
And this time he'll make his cue, not like when he missed his cue back in the day.
Honestly, if they go to the match, or I was telling this to Manny in the pre-show, if Randy Orton goes to like a doctor, by the way, I don't know how he got through the WWE test protocol to get to that arena with that cough, but they should have threw him out right away. That he was able to projectile vomit black goo all over the place, and no one like said, we gotta shut this shit down. Oh, but if next week we don't get a video package with Randy Orton going to go visit the Godfather who turns into Papa Shango and try to cure him of Alexa Bliss and the Fiend, I will be really upset.
Why does the Godfather have the cure?
Well, the Godfather is Papa Shango. And
yeah, but the Godfather
it's like
probably
being Clark
one of
Kent
the...
and Superman.
The Godfather is probably one of the root causes for HIV and AIDS.
Yeah, but that's why the Papa Shango get all the business. It's a catch-22. It's like when Batman put money into Arkham. He's not really trying to rehabilitate anybody. He wants to go back out the next night.
So
worst doctors go in there.
That only brought me back to one time where I drank too much cider one time, and so it was a good drinking session. I had about 3 liters of the stuff at one point.
Strongbow dark fruit.
Yeah. We were in a pub, we were watching football, and I remember specifically it was a Liverpool game because there was a man behind me screaming, doing a weird Pepe Reina chant. Like it wasn't even like a football chant, it was just a guy going Pepe Reina, Pepe Reina, Pepe Reina. And then I come back and I was like, told my friend, I was like, I've just thrown up, but like black stuff came out. And I'm like, I think I'm dying. I think I've reached the stage where I've drunk too much, I've completed drinking and I'm dying.
Yeah, you come through the other side.
Manny, that's gonna be an excuse of my white friends. I just threw up and I think black stuff came out. I said the N-word way too much. That was Randy Orton's excuse when he was online. I was thinking about Alexa Bliss when I was yelling, damn nigga, when I was playing Call of Duty. Black stuff came out. I don't know.
Well, that's what it is. I've been purged of all potential racism that may have been in me.
It's gone. If only somebody could do that to Hogan.
Yeah.
Wait, what do real racists call it? Uncultured bias.
Yes.
There's no voodoo strong enough to get Hogan.
Voodoo
Hogan's
child.
like, no, brother. No, brother. No. I will never see my daughter with a black man. Never.
What was that show?
It is LeBron James.
Oh wait, so Marcus thought to read if they went back in time, they were going to rename the show. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, brother.
Yes.
Which would have been a great show. I feel like that needs to be a segment.
Let me tell you something, brother. But the problem is we would have to retroactively do the work because Hogan became a superior racist.
No, so that...
It's like, we're black guys talking in the Hogan themed show. No, it's terrible.
So for the remainder of February, we have the Black History Month Classic. Or the Black History Moment of the Month. For the rest of the year, we have the... either, let me tell you something, brother moment. Or, oh my brother testify moment.
Yeah, honestly, other than doing this, the let me testify moment should just be somebody having a seizure. I'm just saying, it should be Devon Caesar shake. Just like for no reason.
Or the Kyle O'Reilly shit.
That caused controversy throughout the world.
So, Jeff Hardy and Sheamus re-continue their feud from SmackDown once again from last year. Unnecessary. But they always seem to deliver. That's the thing, is it's always unnecessary, but they always seem to deliver.
Yeah, it was a great match, but why? Why is it still happening in 2021?
Yeah.
Hold on. You're asking why.
Sheamus on the phone.
You're asking why when this was followed by Naomi and Lana versus Mandy Rose and Dana.
I've seen that at least 4 million times now, this match.
Yeah, and I didn't know, like this time I felt like it was a girl tour this. It was Lana and Naomi and Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. I was like, there better be something to come out of this. There better be something to come. Someone better attack the other. No. Pinfall. Victory. And everybody's happy. Like,
we get Mandy Rose's attempt at a V-trigger, which is always makes me laugh because I feel like it kills every AEW fan inside. Like, oh, they're stealing Kenny's move. Not fair.
Hey, next week Mandy Rose is gonna call for a barbed wire death match. You think you can beat me, Naomi? How about the barbed wire death match? Like, oh shit.
Surely you heard about that, Ross.
Yeah, I've heard about that, yeah.
Oh, I want Okada to show up to WWE and Mandy Rose manage him. Just destroy everything. Just for no reason.
That would break the internet wrestling community.
Just kill the internet wrestling community in every different way. and then not only that, make a feud with Otis for the love of Mandy Rose, and Otis comes out on top.
See. Leave Kenny alone.
Every time Mandy Rose does the V trigger, you should scream, "Oh my God! You killed Kenny!"
No, I scream like what Kevin Kelly does. I think it's Kevin Kelly. V-trigger! God, I hate that man.
I hate him.
He's just as bad as Justin Roberts. I really hate both of them.
At one point, Manny, they were on the same show. Oh, no, not really. No, anyway, Kelly was gone away from it. But
so we get AJ Styles versus Ricochet. This is probably one of the worst matches I've seen between them two.
Yeah, how did these two have a bad match?
Yeah, I honestly didn't care. It was just it happened. I'm more intrigued about almost just standing there and getting more and more involved each week. And maybe those are your tag team champions, Manny. Omos and AJ Styles, who I think haven't won the tag team titles yet, right?
No, it's like Shawn Michaels and Diesel all over again.
Yeah.
Well, that would put AJ in the what they call it, Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Or,
why not? I mean, the titles doing nothing on it. Just give it to AJ and Omos.
Yeah. Why not? I see no problem with it. Why they gotta beat the Hurt Business for it? I don't know, but let them do it.
And then obviously we get to the inevitable squash match of Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley, which we've already covered.
Yeah.
And that was Raw. What did everyone think?
I mean, it was fine, wasn't it? It was an episode of Raw.
I thought it was a better episode than Raw than usual. It was solid. It was just, it had some energy about that WWE Championship of who's going to get it, if Bobby's going to get it tonight, or are they going to incorporate Strowman? And I feel like they had a plan this week. There was some loss in the plan with the Mandy Rose, AJ versus Ricochet, Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy, when we were like, we're just throwing shit and see if we can just fill this hour of television. But if there was only a 2-hour show, it would be a solid show and really put together.
Ross, can you be more happy, please? Your team just won 3-0.
Yeah, no, I watched the first half. It was dreadful. Came on to talk to you guys, and we scored 3 goals, and I missed them all.
See, now you just come on the show all the time. Now this is what this is what they call a good luck charm.
Yeah,
yeah. Man United lose normally when I watch it whilst doing the show.
That's depending on if the show is good or not. If Man United is winning. You're like, Raw sucked. Raw was a piece of shit. It was no, it was a piece of shit. Did you see that fucking goalie? I mean, did you see? Braun?
No. What? If you go back and watch last Thursday's show, you casually see me keep looking at our watch, and you see, Bruno Fernandes penalty. Yeah. You don't see me full on celebrate, but you can see it in my eyes.
But yeah, solid show overall. They build up to next week. Miz versus Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Drew will be there.
Drew's gonna cost Lashley. I mean, it would make sense. Yeah. But then it's also like you're letting the Miz win. My favorite thing about this, they still gonna every time the Miz wins anything, they have to interview random Miz girl.
So I did miss this earlier, but RJ Wrestling did ask, will we see Bobby Lashley winning the WWE title and then Brock Lesnar attacking both Bobby and Drew in their expected title match at Fastlane, leading to a triple threat at WrestleMania? It's a possibility. They don't know what they're doing with that title. Like, there have been mock-ups of Bad Bunny versus The Miz for WrestleMania.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe Bad Bunny and Priest wins the tag team titles to go against Miz and Morrison.
That's not out of the realms of possibility. But I don't think they're going to go for a triple threat at Mania. I don't think they do that anymore today. It's 1-on-1.
Yeah, I think I don't want to see a triple threat at Mania, especially if it's Brock and Bobby and Drew. That just seems like I'd rather see either individual match.
Yeah.
Any commentation. Even if it's a rematch of Drew and Brock, I'd rather see than a triple threat match.
Obviously, Miz versus Brock and beat him. Miz wins.
Oh my God. How angry would the state of wrestling be?
That'd be amazing.
Oh my God. It would be a heart attack. It would be a heart attack.
I don't even. People say that wouldn't even break the internet wrestling community in half. That would smash it to pieces.
Yeah. That is literally Thanos snapping. 50% of the wrestling fandom will go away. When that happens, people get to say, "No, I'm not canceling my WWE Network." No, because WWE Network has canceled you. You gotta cancel now you gotta cancel your Peacock, bitch. Cancel that Peacock. Denounce the office. Denounce the office.
Speaking of Peacock, the amount of times they plugged Peacock this week across Elimination Chamber and Raw was disgusting. But Marcus asked me this a few weeks ago, what would the equivalent be in the UK? But I don't think we've got an equivalent, have we?
iPlayer. Have to pay for iPlayer just to...
Yeah, BBC iPlayer, which is garbage at best.
It's awful. It never works properly. We're keeping the network, right, in the UK? We're keeping it?
For now, I think so. I was watching What Culture, and the plan is obviously to have the similar deal all over the world.
Right.
Because they are money grabbing. They think business.
Yeah.
But they're not going to give their staff that deserve raises any money.
No.
But
any sort of insurance or
realistically, they shouldn't really announce massive deals like this and not expect a pushback of where's our money then?
So a small cut of this $1 billion that you've made this year.
Okay, here's a question I have about Raw. Did you guys get the Punky Brewster ad?
Well, I downloaded it and watched it. So I saw it, but
I record it and I skip through every ad break as quickly as possible.
Oh, do you have BT Sport? I refuse to pay for it.
Yeah, well, I've got a login from my friends. I'll watch it through there.
Damn. But yeah, that Punky Brewster ad, I was like, no, they sold out. This is it. There's no reason for this to be advertised on Monday Night Raw. No one is giving a shit about Punky Brewster in 2020. But I guarantee you, Manny, if you bring this up to Eric on Saturday, he's going to say, I'm going to watch this series. And I'll be like, damn it, Eric! Don't be this old. Don't be Punky Brewster old.
Don't be Punky Brewster old.
That shit is old. There's only so many times. Like the big episode I remember for that is the little black girl being caught in the fridge. If she's an old black woman getting caught in the fridge and they're having a special episode, I'm done. I'm done watching wrestling.
You say that I actually hated myself for watching the Fuller House remake on Netflix, and I was really mad at myself. But for me, the first thing I had to do before I even touched that was let me go back and rewatch all of Full House.
Oh,
why did I do that? Why?
You're a glutton for punishment. That's what that is. I didn't even watch it.
It's called being on lockdown for eternity, is what it feels like.
There's just so much to watch. I didn't even get tipped. I've seen all of Netflix and even the bottom of the dark web of Netflix. All right, I didn't even. I went through above and beyond. I never once could click Full House. Going like, let me see what's going on here.
But you know what you should click? Is Manny's unpacking video of various stickers.
It was my birthday last week, and my wife bought me an entire box of the Premier League stickers. £7.
Nice,
Ross.
Nice.
Come on, Ross.
Oh,
let's go, Ross.
Oh mate, yes, we can do swaps.
Hardback book.
Hold on.
None of that soft book.
Hold on. Is there any chance on this channel we can get tag team stickers in which you guys are both unraveling stickers with your hands and put them together and talk about, well, I got this, so, and we determine who's the winner by who got the better bag.
Who got the most shinies?
Yeah, who got the most shinies? And he's like, well, I got this.
There's definitely a niche out there on YouTube for that.
There is, and I'm trying to tap into it.
Manny was offered to join the sticker club this week.
The man even left a comment, and I was just like, "This is very intense."
Manny goes down a dark route. Next thing you know, he's a part of the sticker clan, and it's just really serious. And like, I would say one bad thing is almost sticker related, and he's like, "How could you say that to me?" And become deeply offended and just walk off the show. And I'm like, "No, it wasn't. It was just about stickers. What happened?" No,
yeah, and then you wake up in the middle of the night, you're stuck to a wall.
Sticks everywhere.
Sticker death threats. There's stickers of me with my eyes cut out. Talk about your next. Like, fucking Goldberg's in the sticker thing too. This is terrible.
But yeah, I guarantee you there's going to be a Premier League sticker book collection video coming up once I set up the tripods again.
I've still got like 50 packs to open, so like, I might.
You haven't.
It's hard work, mate.
No, it ain't. Expert right here.
Look at that man's hands.
Yeah.
QVC hands right
I'm
here.
from rapping.
That man knows how to sticker some stickers. No one stickers like me.
So that is the actual end of the show. Ross, we don't. I should really put your links actually in our description later. Yeah. Would you plug all your stuff, because you're a man of many. You got many things.
He's a man of
I do. Man on the Post, yeah, that's one. That's my main football one. I don't really do much for them anymore. Just edit all the shows and release them.
He's also a podcast winner.
No, award winner.
He's an award winning.
We're all winners, Manny. That's
you can now call yourselves award-winning podcasters.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that one. I do the Raw and Peacock, which is a Leeds United podcast. I do Ring the Bell, my own wrestling podcast, which we do kind of retrospective episodes. We're looking at the life and times of Shawn Michaels this month, which is 5-part episodes.
Nice.
Which is going to be fun, because Shawn Michaels has had some ups and some downs.
Yeah, my co-host does all the research for it, and 1997 is getting its own episode, basically, because there's so much to talk about.
See, Marcus, we should do that, because I'm so high on 1994. I love 1994 of wrestling. I should just do a whole show on 1994.
And we're also doing our a series of Bringing the Thunder, which we watch every single episode of WWE Thunder from the beginning.
Why would you do that to yourself?
We're asking ourselves that every week.
That seems like fun, to be honest. That's a fun show, because Thunder was so bad.
No, because that is 3 count every week.
Oh, we're not even there yet. We're stuck in the very first early episodes.
When they're trying to establish Thunder, and it's even there.
Goldberg just arrived, basically.
I can't remember what actually came first. Was it Thunder or SmackDown?
It was Thunder, like a year or so before.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. God knows how they managed to do SmackDown after watching Thunder. It's so shit.
Yeah, I used to say that SmackDown was WWE's Thunder. That's how I used to describe, like, oh, WWE's added himself a Thunder. And then we watched SmackDown, I was like, oh, this is a pretty good show.
The biggest stars we've had on Thunder so far is like La Parka. He's probably the biggest guy that's been there.
Thunder was like
wait, which La Parka? Because there was two, wasn't there?
The real La Parka.
The real one.
Yeah, the one, yeah.
LA Park.
Yeah.
Who's currently going by now. Yeah.
Been with his chair and his dancing. So yeah, check that out, Ring the Bell Pod.
Can't wait.
Yep, and then Ross is the recurring guest on the show, so he will probably be back next week, as either me or Marcus will probably be exhausted from just life.
I'll be here.
Life happens. Yep.
I'll be here whenever I'm needed.
Ross, your family part of them on the Tuesday show now. We'll have to add. We're gonna have to like do different graphics. We'll just have to scrub it out and write.
Now, whoever's not here, we're gonna cross out their name and put Ross. Oh, Manny's not here. Ross and the Untitled Ross and Marcus show, or the Untitled Manny and Ross show.
No, what we need to do
one of these days you get top billing.
Give me the Rock and WO spray paint thing.
No, we do the Kevin Owens old shirt. We put duct tape over the actual name and then write Ross's name on top, like the hardcore title as well.
Okay.
So obviously, if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe. I don't like doing this bit. And then, because I lost stuff today, hit up www.storefrontier.com/DSPN, please.
We need money more than ever now, guys.
It's a cry for help.
It's a cry for help. Don't make us do the sad video, okay? I will get into a cage and cut my own eye and look up Sarah McLachlan singing my tribute, all right? I will do it. If you guys don't donate money to this, people may not just to see the video.
No, we should do a Patreon video where we have to pay to
That's behind the paywall, that content.
Yeah. Let's just find. I'm just gonna take pictures of bums and say the stand-ins as me. Just like, hey, you want to make some change, huh? Support the sharpshooters. That's how we living.
All right, guys, enjoy. Peace.
Hey, Bailey. I didn't see that coming at all.
Recently single.
Hey.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. Oh, Manny, were you in them DMs? It was like the Royal Rumble match of DL, probably.
No, but I'm pretty sure everyone was like, ding dong, let me in.
Yeah. Can I tell you this? This is how I know that the guy was at fault in this relationship. Is because she didn't release anything about their breakup. He did talk about, oh, I'm good. But I believe it was just to promote that he's a wrestler in AEW now.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's this guy? Why?
Yeah, he is profiting from this big time.
Yeah, it's like, she didn't mention him at all. It was just like, Ash.
Yeah.
I feel like he clearly did something wrong.
Yeah.
Although like
Why should we Bailey?
All over Instagram was Ricky Starks on the weekend.
Yeah, I know, right? Bailey fucked Ricky Starks. That's what my sources tell me. I'm dirt sheet. It don't get dirtier than those sheets. Billy Kay would never do anything like that. She would never fuck Ricky Starks. I know it.
I can't believe we've led to this.
I know, right?
Oh, nothing. Tiger Woods is in hospital. He's had a car crash.
Ooh.
Oh, really? What?
That's been removed using the jaws of life. Fucking hell.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Damn. Last time he had a car crash, it didn't go out very well for him, did it? So let's hope it's not the same thing this time.
Hopefully it's not pills again.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Tiger, he was like, I'm not entering the Masters. Probably because of my back. And now he's definitely not entering the Masters. Jesus.
Oh, shit. Yeah, there's a video on MSNBC on Twitter. His car rolling and all sorts.
I'm still rolling, guys. Let me just end this.
Yeah.
Wow, what a dark way to end it.
Tiger's dead.
Yeah, let's talk about Ricky Starks and Bailey. Tiger's dead.